Sterling, best dog ever. Written and illustrated by Aiden Cassie. Butlery Cutlery Company, now shipping to all the best homes. Sterling slept in a mostly waterproof box on a slightly damp pillow. It was like a house, but not much like a home. No home had wanted to keep Sterling. Not for long. This time will be different, he thought. I'll be different. The next day, the Butlery Cutlery Company delivered Sterling on time and undamaged to the Gilbert's front door. Inside his box, Sterling tried to be as silver and straight as he could, though parts of him wiggled quite uncontrollably. Clearly, he was a fork. He was not, however, what the Gilberts had ordered. Now suppose we could keep him, said the father. He is very small. And very quiet, noted the mother. And the very most adorable thing ever, said the girl. It seemed that Sterling could stay. And this time he would make sure he stayed for good. He would be handy and useful. He would be everything the Gilberts wanted in a fork. He'd be the best fork ever. Oh, goodness, boys and girls, take a look at all of these illustrations. Silly puppy dog. He really is trying to be a fork, isn't he? But if you look carefully at the little girl, she's trying to play with him, isn't she? And take him for a walk. Only forks do not walk on leashes. They do not sit. They do not fetch. And forks never sleep on beds. Sterling was sure of it. And here we have a lot of clues in the young girl's bedroom there about what she really, really, really likes. One poster even says, I love dogs, right on it. One evening when he saw the family eat an entire meal with just their fingers, he began to wonder, what if they don't even need a fork? Maybe they needed a better whisk. He'd be perfect for pastry. Sterling was adaptable. Oh, goodness. He's doing anything and everything but dog things. Goodness. However, Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert were not impressed. Not at all. The next morning, the girl took Sterling out, though he couldn't imagine why. He would be the best whatever she needed if she'd just take him back home. Instead, they stopped beside a meadow filled with creatures wiggling and waggling, fetching and frolicking. Go on, said the girl. Go play. It did look like fun. Maybe the girl wanted him to be a stick. Oh, Sterling. Goodness. That night, as everyone got ready for bed, Sterling didn't know where he belonged. Not at all. He wanted to make the girl happy, but he didn't know how. Then he saw it. It had been in front of him the whole time. Oh, boys and girls, take a look around her room. She's drawn many pictures that are clues for us. She really loves dogs and she really wants to play with Sterling. She doesn't need him to be a fork or anything else. Sterling leaped onto the girl's bed and into her arms. He could see it in her eyes. She just wanted him to be himself. She didn't need him to be a fork or a whisk, a stick or a log. Clearly, he was just Sterling, the huggable, snuggable, perfectly lovable dog. And sometimes pillow. Yeah. Oh, I love that story. It certainly had a great ending. Sterling is fitting in perfectly with that family, and I think he's learned a wonderful lesson. The best way to be is to just be yourself. Sterling, the best dog ever. The end.